Welcome back. In this lecture, we are going to explore Pycharm. Pycharm is one of the most powerful IDEs for Python. To open Pycharm, you will double click on the icon. We have installed it in the first lecture. Pycharm will prompt us either to create a new project or open an existing project. I'll create a new project since this is the first time we use Pycharm. By default, Pycharm stores the projects in users/usernames/Pycharm projects. We will name this project section 1. And this will contain section 1 projects. Okay. By default, Pycharm uses Python virtual environment. Python virtual environment creates an environment that will be self-contained for creating projects. It means that it will install Python and all the packages along with it in this environment. So if you install any package, it will be contained within this section 1 project. Okay. So let's give it a try. I'll click on create. Pycharm had created the environment inside venv that will contain all the installed packages that we are gonna use. Okay. This section of Pycharm will contain any file that we are editing. The left side contains the project pan, which we will use it either to create files or to review files. At the bottom, there is a terminal pan that have a command line in it, which we can use it either to execute any operating system command, or we can use pip directly from here to install any packages. If you clicked on the Python console, it will just start Python for you. Okay, this is great. So let's create our first script. To create a Python file, I right-click on the top level folder and I'll choose Python file. So let's name this file fib, and it will contain the Fibonacci function that we have used last lecture. I'll just copy and paste the code in here for the Fibonacci function. Okay. To be able to execute this file, I'll right-click on the file and choose Run Fib. Okay. It will create a configuration in here for the fib, and it will enable these two buttons, this to run the script and this to debug the script. Okay. If we executed this by clicking on here, it will run the code. First, it had created a new pan in here called run. I can run it directly from here. But since we have not printed anything, since we haven't executed even the function by calling its name, so it will not display anything in here. To work with this correctly, we will define a variable x that will have fib of 100, for example. Then we will print the value of x to the screen. Okay. If you look at this line, have an underline in it. If we hover on it, it will display a message that say pip 8 is a Python standard. It say that expected 2 blank lines after class or function definition. Found 1. What this means is that between the function definition and the X variable, there is 1 blank space found. So, according to pip 8, we should have 2 blank lines between a function definition and anything that comes after it. Okay. One of Pycharm's coolest features is the debugging capability. To debug a code, debugging a code means that the execution will stop at some certain point, and then you can begin stepping through the code step by step. So let's check it out. If I click beside a line number in here, it will create a breakpoint. So I'll create a breakpoint and then right click on the file and click on debug fib. This will run Pycharm debugger. I can restart the debugging session from here or resume the program. It means that I'll execute the code starting from here. If there is another breakpoint, it will stop at this breakpoint. Otherwise, it will continue the program until it's finished. I can stop execution, view the breakpoints, remove the breakpoints. Okay. In this pan, a variables pan, and there is something called special variables. We will look at some of those special variables later. In here, there are a few buttons. Step over, it will execute this code, but it will not step through it, which means that it will execute the fib function and go to the next line. Step into, it will step in this function. This will step into my code only, so if there are some Python libraries inside, it will not step through them. This will step out, so if I am inside a function, it will step out of it. So let's try some of these now. I'll click on step into the code. So I've moved the execution pointer from here to step into the code. As you can see, Pycharm we have called the fib function with 100. So this means that parameter n have value of 100. Now I'll again step into, there is nothing to step in. We have just declared the result as an empty list. As you notice, in here also the variables have values. Okay. Again, we'll step. So A and B have their values. The while condition A is less than n. A have a value of 0, n have a value of 100. So this condition is true. By the way, we can evaluate in here some of the expressions. For example, if I type A less than n and enter, it will evaluate to true, which means that this will result in a Boolean operation which has a value of true. We will leave this condition and let's continue. Okay, I'll execute this line which will append the value of A to the result list. the result list have a value of 0 now, and then we'll execute the following statement. Following statement, it will assign A to B and B to A plus B. Okay, we are inside the loop now. We will execute next statement, which will append A to the list and then go to the next step, which is A B will equal to B and A plus B, and etc. until we reach the value of A less than 100. We can put a breakpoint in here and resume execution, which will stop when A is greater than N and the loop had finished executing. So let's check it out. I'll click in here, and the result list now have the values of all the numbers that are less than 100. As you can see, the last A value is 144 and the last B value is 233. Okay, so let's step again. In here, those variables are not defined since they are defined in the function. Then we will step again. X now has the returned value of fib function. So I'll execute the next line, which will print the result to the console. Okay. Now we have seen how Pycharm works. Before we will leave the session, I'll just right click and click run fib. It will create a new pane in here called run, and it will execute the complete script from start to finish, and it will print the result to the screen. We have looked at how Pycharm works. Thank you for watching, and join me in the next lecture to explore more.